How would your life be different if you felt more confidence throughout the day? I'm going to share with you 2 tips that will help you gain confidence very quickly as long as you do these 2 practices over time. One of the challenges that you're going to face in life is developing a healthy self-confidence. Young men particularly face, and especially if you're growing up without a positive male role model, you're going to question your abilities, but what do you do about it? Here's the first thing. Stop being your worst critic. A lot of times the things that we do most naturally are tell ourselves in our minds all the things we do wrong. We say something stupid at school, we do something dumb at work, we make a mistake that others become aware of, and we criticize ourselves. Stop doing that. Quit being your harshest critic. If you will stop being your worst critic, you're going to give yourself an advantage in growing your self-confidence. You might be saying, well, what do I kid myself about my mistakes? I'm not asking you to be dishonest to yourself about your shortcomings. You can still work on improving yourself. In fact, I hope you do. But you don't need to beat yourself up over your mistakes. So let me give you 2 practices that can help you with that. The first one is, at the end of every day, as you review your day, write down the things you got done, and then think of the person that loves you the most. It might be your mom. If they were to look at you and what you got done that day, from their perspective, what positive things would they say that you got done? Be honest, but be positive in your outlook. And you write down at least 3 things that you did that were really good that day. Do it from the perspective of your greatest admirer, your biggest cheerleader, whoever that is. Me, if it needs to be. If I were to look at you, knowing that I care about you and want you to succeed, what are the positive things that I would pick out of your day? And you write those down. Do that every day. Write down at least 3 things that you did well at the end of that day that I would pat you on the back for, that I would be your cheerleader for, telling you, man, good job, way to go. Now here's the last thing. In a situation, say you're playing a game and you screw up, or you're giving a presentation at school or at work. When you're done with that, it's really easy to see the things that you, dang, I wish I'd done that, I wish I'd said this, oh, this went well, but man, it would have been so much better if I had done that. Here's a trick I learned that I want you to do. When you're in a situation like that, you stop and you list 2 lists of 3 things. 3 things I did well, and then 3 things I will do better next time. Take off that inner critic hat, put on your objective cheerleader perspective and say, when I do this again next time, here's 3 things I'm going to make sure I do better. That frames your mind, not only in a positive way, but so that you don't throw in the towel and say, I'm never going to do that again because look at all the screw-ups I had. You do those things and it will help you grow in confidence. When you're confident, you're going to be better off, not only for yourself, but for all those around you that are counting on you. If you grew up and your dad wasn't one of your cheerleaders in your life, then go to fatherlessedge.com and download this free guide with 5 exercises that will help you about this very topic to do better in your confidence and in other areas of your life. Always remember, you can still succeed, even if your dad's not been or isn't part of your daily life or cheering you on. And you do have a dad that loves you. And I'll see you on the next video.